Good morning, students. Today's our topic is total quality management, and we started with the introduction and meaning of the total quality management. The total quality management is related to there is no fixed standard for quality as it is consistently undergoing improvement and upgradation. Quality at the lowest possible cost. It is the basic foundation upon which economic progress depends. As such, it has become a slogan of modern economies. The total quality management is a business philosophy that seeks the instill in all personnel of the organization a collective responsibility for maintaining and the quality standards. The total quality management approach talks about the quality not merely at the final stage of the external customer, but essentially at the every stage of the process. So total is made up of the whole, and the quality is the degree of excellence a product or services provided by the management, act, art, or manner of planning, controlling, and directing the product. Therefore, total quality management is the art of managing the whole to achieve excellence. So this is the art how we can manage the whole quality and whole organization to achieve the excellence performance in the organization. So as we know that the total quality management approach talks about the quality not merely at the final stage, but also the external customer, but it is essential at the every stage of the process. So now we come to the concept of total quality management. In the concept of total quality management, produce quality work the first time. So we have to produce the quality work and the quality product in the organization. Firstly, focus on the customer. We have to focus on the customer and to have to focus the requirement of the customer. So according to customer need and requirement, the products need to be produced keeping in their mind at the customer requirement. Firstly, we have to collect market survey, and firstly we have to survey the market about the and to provide information with regard to the desired features and functions in the product. The company needs to keep this result of the survey in the mind while designing the product. After that, the third concept is have a strategic approach to improvement. Now we have to improve the quality of the product. So building up the total quality culture, liking customer requirement and satisfaction, equal focus on the maintaining the quality at all the stages of the manufacturing or processes of the product line. Improve continuously. So we have to improve the continuously, and this is a continuous process. This is not a first process. It is a continuous process, and to improve the quality and comparing their performance with the with that other of the others of the competitors. So this is called the competitive benchmarking to encourage the mutual respect and teamwork. So in the total quality management, we have to encourage the mutual respect and teamwork. In total quality management, it is a continuous process of identifying, measuring, and evaluating the quality norms, standard, and cost. Any total quality management program can be complete and over in the short period. Similarly, any individual person cannot be achieve the goal. So we have to encourage our team, and we have to encourage the team spirit in our employees so they can achieve the goals and the objective by himself. It is required over through involvement the management employees at all the level. So teamwork brings synergy resulting in multiplying the benefits of the total quality management. So there are the various definitions of the total quality management. Total quality management has been defined as an integrated organizational effort designed to improve the quality at every level. So as I discussed earlier, total quality management or to improve the quality of the product, it is not the process of the final stage, because it is essentially at every stage in the organization. The process to produce a perfect product by series of measures require and organized effort by the entire company to prevent or eliminate error at every stage in the production. It is called the total quality management. So we have to produce the process perfect product according to the customer requirement and as they needed the product. After that, we have to measure the required and organized effort by the entire company and to prevent or to eliminate the errors and the cost at every stage in the production. This is called the total quality management. How we manage all the functions in the organization. According to International Organization for Standards define the TQM as the management approach of an organization centered on quality based on the participation of all its members and aiming at long-term success through customer satisfaction and benefits to the all members of the organization and to the society. So if we if we improve the quality of the organization and also improve the quality of the product, so this is the beneficial and for the customer also and beneficial for the organization and to the society also. So now come to the characteristics of the total quality management. Committed management. In this committed management, we have to identifying the team spirit. We have to committed management. We have to communicate with the upper level and the lower level of the organization. Adopting and communicating management, we have to adopt new technologies and innovative ideas in the organization, and we have to communicate the management also. Closer customer relations. In closer customer relations, we have to check the requirement and we have to fulfill the ideas according to the customer preference. So beside the quality improvement program, we also emphasize on reducing customer response time to need the product keeping in the mind according to the customer requirement. In market survey, provide the information with the regard of the desired features and functions in the product. The company needs to be keep these result of survey in the mind while designing the product. So now come to the another characteristics of the closer provider relations. In closer provider relations, we have to provide closer relations with the top management to middle and middle to the lower. Because the TQM is a continuous process to identifying, measuring and evaluating the quality norms, the standard and the cost. So we have to close the relations with the team management and the employers also. It is required through the involvement of the management and employee at all the levels of the organization. Benchmarking. Benchmarking is when we set the limit or when we set the standard of the product according to the customer requirement and preference. Increased training. As we want to improve continuous improvement in the organization, so we have to train our employees at every level of the organization so they can produce and so they can work with very efficiently and efficiency in the organization. Open organization. In open organization is related to the when we compare the performance with that others, and this is called the competitive benchmarking. And in open organization, the employees are fully and they are freely they can do work freely with the upper level management and the middle and the lower level management also. Employee empowerment. The employee empowerment is also related to the when we give the reward, when we give the appreciation, and when we give the promotions to our employees for the better achievement of the task. Flexible production. This is a dynamic process because it should be flexible and dynamic, because the level of the as we talk about the improvement of the quality and as we know about talk about the improvement of the employees also to give training. So This is the flexible production, and as we have to merely at the final stage and the customer, but essentially at the every stage in the process. The process improvement is also um, process improvement is also necessary at all the level of the management and the process measuring. After the improvement, after the closer provider relations and the closer customer relations, adopting all the new innovative ideas, we have to measure the process and we have to measure the production uh, of the department. And if we have to need the change, so we have to suggest and we have to change according to their customer requirement. Traditional approach and the total quality management. The traditional approach and the total quality management, quality element, previous state and the total quality management. The first point is definition. On the basis of definition, the previous state or the traditional approach, it is the product oriented, but now it is the customer oriented. According to the priorities, in the traditional approach or in the previous state, the second to service and the cost. In the total quality management, first among equal of service and cost. On the basis of decision, short term, and this is the long term process. On the basis of emphasis, this is the detection and this is the prevention. According to on the basis of errors, in previous state, this uh, this is related to the operational management, and according to the TQM, it is a systematically process. On the basis of responsibility, this is a quality control process, and TQM is a we have to control each and every task of the organization. On the basis of problem solving, the previous state is related to managers, just as related to the manager, but in TQM, this is also related to managers as well as the team members also. On the basis of a manager's role, in the previous stage and in the traditional approach, we have to plan, assign, control, and enforce. But in TQM, we have to delegate, coach, facilitate, and mentor all the tasks and all the functions of the organization. So there are the three aspects of the total quality management. First is counting. Counting is related to tools, techniques, and training in their use for analyzing, understanding, and solving quality problems. In counting, we have to proper requirement and we have to requirement of the tools, techniques, and training in their use of for analyzing, understanding, and solving the quality problems in the organization. The second aspect of the TQM is the quality for customer as a driving force and central concern. So we have to improve the quality according to the preference and requirement of the customer. The third aspect of the TQM is the culture. Shared values and beliefs expressed by leaders that define the support and quality to the culture. Now come to the principles of TQM. The principles of TQM is firstly we have to produce quality work and the first time and the every time. We have to produce the quality work and we have to produce the quality products at the first time and the last time. Secondly, we have to focus on the customer. Thirdly, and the third stage and the third principles of the TQM have a strategic approach to the improvement. This is the strategic approach and this is the continuous process of the improvement to improve continuously and to encourage the mutual respect and team members. So there are the key elements of the TQM. Firstly, focus on the customer, employee improvement, and the third one is continuous improvement. So we start with the first one, first key element, the focus of the customer. It is important to identify the organization's customers. Firstly, we have to identify the organization's the customer, external customer, consume, and organization's product and services. Internal customers are employees who receive the output of other employees. and the internal customers are the employees who will see the output from the other employees. So this is the second key element of the T2M, the employee involvement. Since the quality is considered the job of all employees, employees should be involved in quality initiative. So at every step, at every function of the organization, as we're talking about to improve the quality, to improve the quantity at the customer requirement, and since the quality is considered the job of all the employees, and employees should be involved in the quality initiative. Second point is frontline employees are likely to have the closest contact with the external customers and thus can make the most valuable contribution to the quality. As we're talking about the frontline employees, they have the closest contact with the external customers. So they can make the most valuable contribution to the improve the quality and quantity of the product. Therefore, employees must have the authority to innovate and improve the quality. Employees have the quality to, employees have the authority to create innovative ideas and also to improve the quality of the product. So, there is a third key element of the TQM. This is the continuous improvement. In continuous improvement, first is the quality improvement team, the total participation, customer focus, systematic problem solving focus, and the statistical quality control. Firstly, we have to improve the quality of the team members also. We have to train them according to customer requirement, preference, and according to the trend. Secondly, the second point is total participation. In the organization, in the decision making process or in the meetings also, there is a total participation of the employees as well as the employers also. So third is the focus customer. We have to focus the customer and it is oriented towards the customer satisfaction and according to the requirement of the customer. The fourth is systematic problem solving focus. If any problem occur in the organization, so we have to sit together, the middle management and the top management, and to solve the problem systematically. Statistical quality control. This is the foremost and function of the quality continuous improvement. We have to control the quality and we have to control the cost also. In continuous improvement, the quest of the quality in never-ending process in which people are continuously working and to improve the performance, speed, and number of the features of the product and services. Continuous improvement means that small incremental improvement that occurs on a regular basis will eventually ended up to vast improvement in the quality. Total quality management is the management process used to make continuous improvement to all the functions of the organization. Total quality management represents an ongoing continuous commitment to the improvement. And the last point is the foundation of the total quality in the management philosophy that supports meeting customer requirement through continuous improvement. Continuous process improvement. View all the work as process. Production and business, process, purchasing, design and invoicing, etc. Inputs, process and outputs. Process improvement, increased customer satisfaction. And improvement, we can improve the quality with the 5 ways to reduce resources, reduce errors, meet expectations of the downstream customers, make process safer, make process more satisfying to the person doing. So this is the 5 ways how we can improve the continuous process improvement. The total quality system, how we can the continuous improvement according to the system. The firstly, we have the objective, principles, focus customer, process improvement and the total improvement. And these are the elements: leadership, education and training structure, communication, and the elements are leadership, education and training structure, communication, recognition, measurement, supportive and reward. So now come to the benefits of the total quality management. Firstly, the first benefit is to improve quality. As we discussed earlier, we have to improve quality of the product and employees also, employee participation, and we have to organization has to has increased the participation of the employees in the decision making process or in the meetings also. Teamwork, we always have to do work with the team and to increase the team spirit in the employees and to boost up the morale of the employees also. Working relationship, the working relationship, it should be very effective and very good working relationship is there. Customer satisfaction, as we discussed earlier. So customer satisfaction is very important. Employee satisfaction is also very important part of the organization. Productivity, We always have to enhance and to increase the productivity. Communication. Uh, we should communicate the middle and the top level management and to sit together to communicate each and every activity about the organization profitability. This is the first objective of the organization to increase the profitability and market share. We also increase the market share and also increase the goodwill in the minds of the customer. Importance of TQM is importance of TQM in pharma industry. The first importance is TQM in pharma industry is to handling. Containers should be opened carefully and subsequently resealed in an approved manner. Firstly, we have to open the container carefully and subsequently resealed in an approved manner. The second point is highly sensitive materials such as penicillins and cephalosporins should be handled in separate production area. Highly active or toxic API, for example, certain steroids, cytostatic substance should be manufactured in a dedicated area and using dedicated equipments. Pure and final API should be handled in an environment giving adequate protection against the contamination. The second is storage. Secure storage facilities should be designed designated for use to prevent damage and deterioration of the material. These should be kept clean and tidy and subject to the appropriate pest control measure. We have to secure storage facility and should be designated for use to prevent damage and deterioration of the materials. These should be kept clean and tidy place. Environmental conditions should be recorded and environmental conditions should be good where the goods are kept in the storage. The condition of stored material should be assessed at the appropriate intervals and the condition of storage material also assessed at the appropriate intervals as we can assess the condition after 1 week or once in a week. Storage condition of EPI should be based upon stability studies taking into an account time, temperature, humidity, and light, etc. Packaging. Labeling and packaging process should be defined and controlled to ensure that correct packaging material are used correctly and other specified requirements are met. Printed labels should be securely stored to avoid mix-up arising. So we have to label or packaging the products with the printed label. So they should be securely stored to avoid the mix-up the packaging. Marking and labeling should be legible and durable to provide sufficient information for accurate identification and indicate if appropriate required storage condition, retest or the expiry date. Facilities and equipment. The location, design and construction of buildings should be suitable for the type and stage of the manufacture involved, protecting the product from the contamination and protecting operator and the environment from the product. Facilities and equipment. In the location, design and construction of the building, it should be suitable for the type of the stage of manufacture involved. And we also have to protect the product from contamination and protecting operators and the environmental from the product. Equipment surfaces in contact with material used in FE manufacture should be non-reactive. Now come to the labeling. Each container should be identified by an appropriate label showing at least the product identification and the assigned batch code or any other easily understandable combination of both. With the proper labeling of each container, we should identify by appropriate label and showing at least the product identification and the assigned batch code or any other easily understandable combination of the both. Containers for external distribution may require additional label. that container, so which we want to distribute external, they may require the additional label also. Computerized system. The computerized system should be designed and operated to prevent unauthorized entries or change to the program. In the case of manual entry of quality critical data, there should be a second independent check to verify accuracy of the initial entry. uh, in computerized system era, uh, we have to and we should be designed and operated to prevent unauthorized entries or changes to the program. In the case of manual entry, the quality is critically data, there should be a second independent check to verify and accuracy at the initial entry. So a backup system should be provided of all the quality critical data. Now come to the advantages of the TQM. The first advantage is to improve the reputation. Faults and problem are spotted and the sorted quicker. So firstly, we have to improve the reputation. Uh, in some cases, we have to find out the faults and problems in the organization. So firstly, we have to sit together the employer and employers as well, and they have to solve the problems quickly and supported each other. Second is higher employee morale. Workers motivated by extra responsibility, teamwork, and involvement in decision of TQM. If we are uh, the employment participation